Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss about public distribution system. First of all, we will see what are the objectives of PDS in India. Then we will move to history or historical background of public distribution system. Then we will understand the functioning of public distribution system from central government to end users. After that, we will see what are the limitations of public distribution system or what are the lacks that have caused underutilization of PDS system. After that, we will see what are the steps that can be taken to revamp the public distribution system. And in the end, we will see some of the committee's recommendation related to public distribution system. PDS is a management of scarcity, जहाँ पे फूड ग्रेन्स अफोर्डेबल प्राइस पे प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं एंड PDS फंक्शंस अंडर द ओवरऑल सुपरविजन ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कंज्यूमर अफेयर्स, फूड एंड पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस. मूविंग टू ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम. द प्राइम ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू प्रोवाइड चीप एंड सब्सिडाइज्ड प्राइस टू कंज्यूमर्स. Second, to insulate the consumers from impact of rising prices of these commodities. जब प्राइसेस राइज हो जाती हैं तो कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इंक्रीज होगा. कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग को फाइट करने के लिए सब्सिडाइज्ड प्राइस पे फूड ग्रेन्स प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा. एंड थर्ड, टू मेंटेन मिनिमम न्यूट्रिशनल एस्पेक्ट दैट एवरीवन मस्ट हैव इन द सोसाइटी टू लीड ए बेटर लाइफ. And fourth, to put a direct and indirect both checks on open market prices of various items जहाँ पे ब्लैक मार्केटिंग को प्रमोट किया जाता है. PDS is jointly operated by central and state governments. For procurement stage, transportation, bulk allocation of food grains to state governments through Food Corporation of India. These all are the functions and responsibilities of central government. और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा FCI के थ्रू जिस प्राइस पे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स को फूड ग्रेन्स अलोकेट किए जाते हैं उस प्राइस को सेंट्रल इशू प्राइस कहते हैं. नाउ कमिंग टू फंक्शंस और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ऑफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. फॉर अलोकेशन ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स विद इन द स्टेट, identification of eligible families, issuing ration cards to eligible families, and overall supervision of fair price shop. These all are the responsibilities of state governments. Now coming to functioning of public distribution system in India from farmers to beneficiaries. From farmers, food grains are procured at minimum support price by central government through Food Corporation of India. From Food Corporation of India, food grains are allocated at central issue price to state governments. State governments through fair price shops distribute the food grains to end users or beneficiaries identified by respective state governments. Presently, wheat, rice, sugar and kerosene are being allocated to state or union territories for distribution. But some states also provide additional items such as pulses, edible oils, iodized salt, spices, etc. Now coming to history of public distribution system. PDS was started during World War II for wartime rationing measures, and before 1960s PDS system or food grains in India were totally dependent on import. और उस टाइम पे एग्रीकल्चर प्राइस कमीशन एंड फूड कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया को भी एस्टैब्लिश किया गया था. ड्यूरिंग 1970s ए यूनिवर्सल स्कीम फॉर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सब्सिडाइज्ड फूड वाज स्टार्टेड, एंड इन जून 1992 इंडियन गवर्नमेंट लॉन्च्ड revamped public distribution system to reach hilly and far-flung areas of northeast and Himalayan regions. In June 1997, targeted public distribution system was launched, and above the poverty line, below the poverty line concepts were introduced during June 1997 TPDS scheme. And in December 2000, Antoday Anna Yojana was started, and Antyodaya Anna Yojana targeted poorest 1 crore families of the country. After that, in 2019, the famous National Food Security Act NFSA was launched or enacted by Parliament. In 2019, government introduced One Nation One Ration Card scheme for portability of ration cards, and there was a report of standing committee in 2021 that will be discussed in the later part of this video. In September 2013, Parliament enacted NFSA Act, and the act totally relies on existing targeted public distribution system, but the act marked a shift by making right to food a justiciable right under Indian laws. Now, what are the importance of public distribution system? It is important to maintain food and nutritional security of the nation, to stabilize food prices, and to provide the food grains at affordable prices to the end consumers, to maintain a buffer stock of food grains, and it helps in redistribution of grains from surplus region of the country to deficient regions. PDS has made minimum support price an effective policy. Now, coming to issues that are associated with the public distribution system in India. First of all, there are large inclusion and exclusion errors in identification of beneficiaries at state level, and there are lots of food grain leakages that includes transportation leakages and black marketing by FPS owners. There are some issues with procurement as well. ओपन एंडेड प्रोक्योरमेंट की वजह से क्वालिटीज अच्छे तरीके से नहीं देखी जा रही है, एंड देयर आर ए लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज विद द स्टोरेज फैसिलिटीज ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. द प्रोविजन ऑफ मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस हैज डाइवर्टेड एंड डिस्करेज्ड क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन इन इंडिया. There are a lot of environmental issues of excessive use of water-intensive crops as well as chemical fertilizers. There is a rapid groundwater depletion, deterioration of soil and water conditions from overuse of fertilizers. And there is an inconsistent quality of food grains that is being procured by central government. Now, some of the reforms that has been taken by government to overcome the issues that we have discussed recently. First of all, Aadhaar has played an active role in overcoming the problem of inclusion and exclusion error. There have been technology-based reforms to targeted public distribution system. For example, digitization of ration cards, computerized allocation to FPS, issue of smart cards in place of ration cards, use of GPS technology to track the movement of food grains, and there has been introduced a SMS based monitoring. As per standing committee named as strengthening of public distribution system, augmenting use of technological means and implementation of One Nation One Ration Card scheme, that was chaired by Sudeep Bandyopadhyay. As per this committee, there is a disparity in implementation of One Nation One Ration Card scheme by state governments. State governments have not initiated biometric authentication of beneficiaries. This is negatively impacting migrant workers. Due to poor internet connectivity, there has been an issue of connectivity in rural areas. The committee has recommended National Informatics Center to develop a device or a mobile application for the use of FPS dealers in such areas to record transactions in offline mode. The committee has recommended increment in margin for FPS, and automatic movement of food grains by FCI has also been recommended. And as per the committee, government should utilize direct cash transfers in suitable cases while maintaining PDS infrastructure, especially for migrant beneficiaries.